Me again. I'm here for my 8th live market update. I mean, are you sick of me yet? Because I'm kind of sick of me. But really, I'm just realizing what a huge nerd I am because I love all of this. I love all of this information gathering and learning all these markets, and it's so good. I mean, I hope you like it too. Tonight, the market update is on Coral Gables Condos. And I have to say, I'm kind of surprised. Like, for the last 7 days, all the markets that we've looked at, the trends have been fairly similar, but Coral Gables Condos, they're coming in a little different. I'm just sort of surprised by it. So I'm excited to share with you. I do have some charts to show, and I'm going to share some notable highlights tonight, and hopefully you find it interesting. I certainly find it interesting. Now, when you look at Coral Gables Condos, we're looking all over Coral Gables. So we're looking at everything from a studio apartment in downtown Coral Gables, you know, down to Gables Club on Edgewater, which sells for, you know, $6, $7, $8 million. So it is a wide array of options when it comes to Coral Gables condos. But the trends are really interesting. So here's the scoop. Right now, there's 68 condos on the market in Coral Gables. Last month, there were 70. And the month before that, there were 78. So for the first time, for the first market we've looked at yet, we're actually seeing inventory go down, which we just haven't seen. Everywhere else we've looked, the inventory's been going up. So this is 15 months of inventory, 15 months of listings, Coral Gables condos. 15 months ago, we had 97 condos on the market. And then it went down, 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 and then it went up, and now it's coming back down. So in September, there were 70 condos on the market, and today there are 68. So we're seeing condos go down. Of the 68 condos that are on the market today, 16 of them are priced over $1 million and going up to $9 million at the Gables Club. And then 52 of them are priced under $1 million. So there's obviously a whole lot more on the market in the Gables priced under $1 million, the least of which is priced at $175,000. And I had a client ask me about it earlier. It's a studio apartment in downtown Coral Gables. It would make an awesome investment. If you know anybody looking for an investment property, that's what these people thought we're thinking. So keep it in mind. 68 on the market. There's 35 units pending sale right now. That's quite a big number. And in since January, so far in 2022, there have been 344 condo sales in the Gables. That's a lot. And if you look at last year, during the same period of time, there were 382. We're not that far off this year in our number of sales compared to last year. Every other market we've looked at has been like 50% off last year's numbers, sometimes more than 50% off. So the fact that we're like 10% off, that's nothing. Nothing. The Coral Gables condo market is still happening. All right. And now look, if we look at inventory going back 3 years, which you know I like to do because I love to compare everything to pre-pandemic. Here we are today. This is how many units are on the market, a whopping 68. And back when the pandemic started in March of 2020, there were more than 200, like 215, let's call it. So holy cow. We went from 215 pre-pandemic all the way down to 68. That's wild. Now this looks at the price per square foot. Remember, we're looking at a huge sample size in terms of price ranges, but the average price per square foot, 3 years ago was in the $350 to $400 range, let's call it, a square foot. These days, we're up in the $500 to $600 square foot. $600 per square foot. So we've seen notable increases in values in the Coral Gables condo market. I love this because this is looking at how many days is a condo on the market before it sells. And this also looks at 3 years worth of data. So this goes back to September of 2019. And over here we have September of 22. Right now we're averaging, less than 50 days on the market. And really, we haven't seen that change much recently. So things are still selling pretty quickly relative to what they were selling like a few years ago. And then lastly, my favorite metric, months of inventory. So, back when the pandemic started, look at this shot up because we really couldn't sell condos like in March, April, and May of the pandemic. But even pre-pandemic, 10, 11, 12 months of inventory, which is high. That was a buyer's market. But look at what's happened in the last year and a half. It's very much a seller's market. And good news for any of you that are thinking about selling, it still is. It's still very much a seller's market when it comes to condos in Coral Gables. Short and sweet tonight, but I feel like that was such interesting information. It's certainly different than what we've been seeing. So that's why a realtor can't answer the question, how's the market? It's like, well, if you want to talk about the Pinecrest market, it looks totally different than if you want to talk about the Coral Gables condo market. So I'm glad we dug in a little bit. For those of you that own a Coral Gables condo or that might want to own one and you want more, reach out to me. I'm always happy to dig in deeper. This is just like the tip of the iceberg. We can always go deeper on this stuff. Join me tomorrow when I'll be talking about the Palmetto Bay home market. And wow, if that isn't going to blow your mind, I don't know what will, because it has changed. Values have changed, they'll blow your mind. So I'll be here tomorrow for that. Looking forward to seeing you then. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Good night.